So Steve, we've been colleagues since 2010 now, more than 10 years. And you're the MP for Winchester, but you've also been a public health minister, a very successful one. So you know all about the need for an empowered and well-trained and happy workforce. Give us your thoughts on that.
I think anything we ever did in policy terms, Andrea, whether it came to the cancer plan or any plan that we were producing, the NHS long-term plan itself, everything always came back to workforce. You know, they are the golden thread that runs through the NHS. And I think, you know, for the early years workforce, it's about the same as all the other workforce. It's about being valued, it's about being recognised as trained, experienced professionals. You know, these are not just friendly faces who make a nice cup of tea and provide yummy biscuits, although they do that too. You know, they want to be recognised, they want to be developed, they want policymakers, people like us, to understand that they're part of a young person's journey and they're central to that, and they absolutely are.
So what role do you think that specific cross-training plays in early years professionals, and can you tell us a bit about our report's findings on cross-training?
We've got midwives, we've got health visitors, breastfeeding advisors, and a whole raft of voluntary people who then supplement their work. But they've got to not just exist in silos, because ultimately, you know, we've got to get better insight into how these professionals work together, how they can then be valuable to families and their journey through the system. That's why it's so important that we have cross-training for these early years professionals. You know, and that's what our plan is about.
Families have told us that one of the critical things for them is continuity of support. So tell us a bit about the recommendations on the sort of key worker concept.
I think they're absolutely right to have said that, and that's why we are proposing multidisciplinary teams attached to family hubs so that they have the go-to person, that lead point of contact that can guide them through in the way that a GP will guide you through your healthcare. It's that go-to person that guides them through the services and joins them all together. That's the critical thing.
So cross-training for the early years workforce, the concept of the key worker for every family to have a go-to person, and then of course there's the workforce themselves. What about resources, Steve?
We'll be working in the implementation phase on evaluating the case with colleagues in Treasury on resources for the early years workforce, and that then is a view to a spending review bid in 2022-23.